got my legs on that. Pop a niggas like a damn test. Tapping on their ass. First of all, y'all gotta be from Florida to understand Kodak Black. I love Kodak Black. That's my favorite artist. That's my favorite artist for real. So yeah, y'all, it is back testing with Bella. It is TradingBae, and today I am going to be telling you guys how to trade SPIX at the end of the day for a guaranteed 100% for real. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just telling y'all what the fuck works for me. So getting into it, let's get into it. I don't talk to you, so don't you talk to me. Hey. Alright, I don't know how this makes now. Hold on. Let me fix my quick player because I have to make my face be visible at all times. Like I want you guys to see how beautiful I am at all times. She tell, hey. Alright, so I do want you guys to learn how to be profitable traders like me, because honestly, it took for me to go through a lot to become a profitable trader. For real. I was going through a lot of terrible shit. I've lost a lot of terrible shit to become a profitable trader, and that's part of the reason why I made a YouTube, because people didn't think I could be a profitable trader, but here I am today doing my shit using the Strat and the ICT. So getting into it, I'm teaching you guys how to trade the Strat and the ICT at the end of the day on SPX, ticker SPIX, the overall S&P 500 market, to become a profitable trader in the market and to make money in the market. And also, real quick, I want to speak on risk management. If your trade is well over 20% negative, let that bitch go. Let it go. Get out your feelings. Get the fuck out your feelings, because that's the only way that you're going to become a profitable trader. And actually, I used to talk to someone, and he told me, if you want to become a profitable trader, you have to learn how to take losses before you learn how to take wins. So whenever trade you go into, you always want to think about the losses first, and that'll make shit way better for you. So getting straight into the video, we're going to talk about how to trade SPIX at the end of the day to get a guaranteed 100%. The first rule is you always want to buy your contract close to the money. So if SPIX is at 39.40 right now, you want to get a 39.45 contract. You do not want to get a 39.60 contract. You do not want to get a 39.30 contract for puts. You want to get your shit close to the money. This is the way you're going to win on this 100% guaranteed strategy. End of the day, trading SPX ticker. So getting into it, you guys can see on a 2-minute chart. I'm at the 2-minute chart. SPX been down, up, down, up, down, up at the same level all fucking day. So I'm gonna go to the 15-minute chart and I'm going to mark my highs and lows of the day. I don't want to use that. I'm going to use the horizontal line to mark my highs and lows of the day. I've already made a video like this before. I've talked about marking the highs and lows of the day on a 15-minute chart. Let's draw it here. Mark your highs and lows of the day on the 15-minute chart. That's the second rule. So the first rule is, if you're going to buy a contract, buy your shit close to the money. You are not buying it out of the money. No. You're not going to be profitable like that, especially at the end of the day. Theta will beat your ass and eat your ass alive. Now you got no money to feed your kids or pay your bills. So on the 15-minute chart, you are marking the high and low of the day. I'm going to change that color to inside yellow. On the 5-minute chart, you are marking the break of structure. So zooming in. There's a break of structure here. There's a break of structure here. 39.41. I am going to make this a different color so you guys can see. So, putting my text here. Oh no, jiggers, call me Jigaboo. Bet you niggas won't come cross the street. Pardon me, I don't talk to you. Gonna make that a different color so you guys can see. 5-minute chart is the break of structure. The break of structure is here at 39.41. On a 2-minute chart, you guys know we look for our entries and our exits, our target points, and the liquidity wherever the fuck we going. So let's see on a 2-minute chart. Once you take your feelings out of shit for real, you can really be like a for real trader. Like, trading is so emotional. I remember I used to be crying. Like that shit has made me lose so much because like I didn't know how to take an L. I hated that shit. So maybe there's somebody who need to hear this. Like, if you have to take that L, take that fucking L. Like, you're gonna learn either way it go. Like, if your trade is over 25%, 20% under, get the fuck out of that trade. That trade is not for you. Come back the next day with a clear mind, and then that will make you grow. Risk to reward ratio 2. That will make you grow. Whenever you're getting into a trade, you always want to think about the loss before you think about the gains. Think about the loss before you think about the gains. For real. Because whenever I was getting into a trade, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get a motherfucking 200%, 100%. Let me get my 60% real quick. And then that shit reversed, 100% negative. I'm dead. I'm dead. I don't wish that for anybody. So here at the 2-minute chart, the 5-minute chart, I marked my breaking structure. You can see it here on the 2-minute chart. The 3 is a big to the downside. There is also fair value gaps to get filled to the downside. I want you guys to keep in mind, there's also a gap fill up here. So it's already been playing around at the gap. Down. It was a 2 bearish reversal, 2-2 using the Strat, bearish reversal on the 2-minute chart. And it's been playing around at the gap. And then it's past the breaking structure on the 5-minute chart. So we'll see how this goes. It filled 50% of the fair value gap. It filled 50% of the fair value gap on a 2-minute chart. This is a quick entry. This is a quick scalp to the upside to go back past 39.52. So I will enter here at 39.45. Put it on long position. Long positions also help you guys to mentally prepare for stop losses if it gets taken out. So here, we're entering at 39.45. So put a text. I'm gonna put a text. Make that white. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make that pink. I like the color pink. She telling lies to me. We're entering at 39.45. My first target is back to the high of the day at 39.52. Target hit, exit that trade. You always want to respect your target points. I only had one target point. Something about gaps. I am not the greatest gap trader, and also I am not a financial advisor. I am using the Strat and the ICT. So if you guys want to reference to that, you guys can go and reference Rob Smith, and you guys can also go and reference the Inner Circle Trading. I'm not the best gap filler here. So yeah. But just knowing that right there, the way it held on the fair value gap on a 2-minute chart and it just reversed up, even if I put another rectangle here at the fair value gap, this is why I entered anyways, because it held. And usually when it holds the fair value gaps, it goes up. So it held the fair value gap here at 39.40. My entry here was at 39.45. It did have a TTO to the downside, but quickly reversed up. It didn't necessarily hit my stop loss, so I was still in my trade to hold that shit. Simple. Went to a high of 39.55. That is my trade for me. It's done around here. I don't know. It may TTO to the downside. Something about breaking structures. Whenever there's a break of structure, It'll run up a little bit afterwards, but you could always expect it to drop back down before it goes all the way up. Because the market doesn't necessarily go shroom, shroom, up, down to the downside. If that was the case, everybody would be a fucking millionaire. The market goes shroom, shroom, to the downside like in circles and shit. Like, that shit's a maze. So you kind of want to be careful. So here it has broke the equal high of the day. So I want to see it run over a little bit, and it's going to come back down for sure. Also, there's a fair value gap here. Zooming in on the chart, there's a fair value gap under the 2-2 bullish reversal. So here to 39.49. This can get filled. I'm going to mark this. Fair value gaps get filled. I'm going to make it orange. I'm going to make it red. No. I'm not going to make it red. I'm not going to make it red. I want to make it a color so you guys can see clear. I'm going to make it blue. That's going to get filled. It's going to come back down to the downside. I can guarantee you. And if you guys look at my Elliott wave, it's showing to the downside. If I go to my 15-minute chart, well, it looks bullish on the 15-minute chart, so. It looks bullish on the 5-minute chart. 2-minute chart, zooming into my exact entries. Nah, it's not bullish. Matter of fact, I'm going to clear my chart so you guys can see more clear. Because once I start putting all that stuff on my chart, you guys can really see that clear. So I'm going to go ahead and put my order block back. That has to come back and get retested. Also, there is a fair value gap there, and there is a fair value gap starting from 39.52 to 39.49. There's a fair value gap. I want to see that get filled before it comes and take out the liquidity to the buy side. Up here is liquidity to the buy side. The reason I am not worried about liquidity to the downside is because if you guys can see, it held in this area when it could have went to the downside. Instead, it reversed to the upside. So for the rest of the day, I'm looking for it to take out the targets 39.62, the targets 39.69, and the highest target 39.82 on a good day for sure. But the first two targets for sure, liquidity to the buy side. So here, it's going to play around, because if the market goes shroom, shroom, like I said, everybody would be a millionaire, and that shit doesn't work like that. So here, I am expecting it to run over a little bit and then like just take out there before it comes back down to the downside. Here, entry for puts. Entry for puts. Short side. We are entering here. It passed way below there. It rejected it. We are entering. We are entering at 39.48. Our stop loss is above that candle. If it passes that candle, it wants to go up. I'm putting my stop loss at my Elliott wave, 39.33. My first target is here at 39.39, and I want to see how it holds at 39.39. I'm going to make that yellow. Alright. So this is all on the 2-minute chart. Keep in mind, everything's happening super fast. The first target was almost hit, but on the 2-minute, it's hitting the zone. So, I don't know. I want to see the next candle. There is something to watch. Checking the time of the day. It is 3:40. It's almost 4 o'clock. This is entry. This is entry. This is entry for a call. So if you guys would have got in from here from 39.49, it would have made a low to 39.40. That's cool. That's a good trade for the end of the day. 100% guaranteed. So here it is break of structure on a 2-minute chart. And if you zoom in close, I have the special indicator. It is a 2-2 bullish reversal to the upside. So I'm going to play it from here. I'm going to put my long position. These are my targets. I don't want to put my stop loss so low though. So if I enter here, I put my stop loss. I don't know, my stop loss went. Fuck. 1 second. No, I'm entering for a long position. So if I would have gotten in here at 39.47, I would have had my stop loss for the bottom of that wick. Because at the end of the day, you want to be careful. And like I said, you guys want to trade your end of the day contracts close to the money in order to be profitable for real. In order to get 100, 200, 300% or whatever the fuck we're going to get for that day, you're getting your contracts close to the money. So if the contract was at 39.47, you want to get a 39.50 contract if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, you have to sit this one out. So this is not for you. This is not for the Little League players. No offense. This ain't for the Little League. So, yeah. I'm going to turn my music up some. I'm bored. So here, yeah. So I already have my targets hit. So 39.62, 39.69, 39.82. There's also a order block up there. Bitch, I'm so secure. Shit, you better watch it. Whoa, whoa. Targets hit! The targets are hit! The targets are hit! I told you guys from the beginning, I wasn't worried about the sell side liquidity to the sell side because it held here. It held 39.21 up to 39.32. It held. If you guys are practicing the ICT and the Strat, I guarantee you, you're gonna make some money for real. So I do reference you guys to the Inner Circle Trading and to Sarah the Snipe Trader and to Rob Smith. Credit to those dudes. So the targets are hit. The first 2 targets are hit. Right here, it is a safe entry to take some profits. But you guys know, when it breaks the structure for real, it's going to run over a little bit before it drops back down to the downside. And then just checking the time. It's 3:55. So it's almost 4 o'clock. It's the end of the market, baby. This how you get that full 100% or 200%. You can get over 1,000% if you trade this bitch the right way, for real. So yeah. All right, so that's a 1 candle. That 1 candle right there is real small. So just go ahead and exit that. So yeah, this is how you trade SPX, the ticker SPX, the S&P 500 at the end of the day for a full 100%. Everyday guaranteed. I put that everyday guaranteed. I am not a financial advisor. I am just saying what works for me. So that is what works for me. So yeah, if you guys like this video, I definitely need you to like and subscribe and also ask me questions on Instagram. I am down to help out YouTubers that need help because I didn't have anybody to help me when I first started. Sadly. But yeah, so if you guys need help, go ahead and DM me on Instagram or just simply write questions on here. I respond to everything. So that was liquidity to the upside. So I showed you guys how to trade splits at the end of the day for a guaranteed 100%. I will be back with another video tomorrow. Goodbye.